This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, is I am audible?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
very
sir.
good evening. Very good evening all. Let's start the session. So last class we discussed about why Splunk. So why Splunk? So why Splunk? Because of it has a good capabilities of data analytics and log management, as well as real-time monitoring, and more integration possibilities, as well as standardizations are available with the different workflows and scalability and real-time insight. Real-time insight. Simply, you can say Splunk is a one of the Google for your organization. Google for your organization. Let's say, for example, all your data is into Splunk, so that you just search like a Google itself. Okay, you can search your data with a like a Google itself. Then where is Splunk? Where Splunk? Anywhere, sir. Anywhere. Let's say, for example, I have a ABC company. I have assume that I have a ABC company. So under the ABC company, some 10 people are working. Okay, so but unfortunately I am busy with continuous classes, and also I just have my office works. Okay, I don't have time to monitor my 10 employees. So for that, always they are telling the different words like my system is not working, my application is not working, and also sometimes they are using some other applications at the time of office works. So that with all my ethic process, my personal works, I don't have a time to monitor my employees. So that simply what I can do, I can install the Splunk software into their laptops or whatever the servers, and then I will continuously monitor them. Okay, if any Instagram or Facebook are opened at office hours, so that we can easily get one log file. So one event will be registered. So automatically on the top of the register event, if I create a alert, I will get some alert also. So like that, I can continuously monitor my employees laptops, or my servers, my organization servers, or some other applications performances, or other networking devices with any type of organizations, any type of use cases. Simply Splunk can use in healthcare domain. Okay, retailer, telecom, and different financial sectors, anywhere, multiple environments we can use the Splunk for monitoring purpose, as well as continuous integrations and continuous monitoring and continuous analytical process, so that we can simply say it as a anywhere. So as I said, like in real time, Splunk can collect logs from the different servers like web servers, security badges, and also security applications, and also point of sale servers, email servers, and voicemail servers. Whatever the servers, all will be so sent to the monitor log data called Splunk, so that Splunk is can capable to collect monitor log data from all the servers, and also it will manage the logs, also manage the log. For example, you can create a separate storage for web storage, security storage, application security storage, and point of sale service storage. For example, I am getting the data from ABC, so you can create separate ABC storage, so that you can differentiate your data with your log management. Also, one of the best features in the Splunk is Splunk can do log management as well as log management and log analysis. Okay, so for example, if you talk about a Flipkart, okay, for example, as a customer, you try to gone through the Flipkart, and also you try to log into the Flipkart, and after that you purchase some product in the Flipkart, assume that. But unfortunately, while ordering the product, your money was detected from your account, but the order was not placed. You got my point. Simply, while purchasing a product, the money was detected from your account, but the order was not placed. Then what you can do? You just give the complaint to the customer case, na? Customer care na, service desk na. So in this case, so the service desk will give the money back to you? No, service desk won't give the money back to you. So you need to connect to the application support team, so that the service desk people will connect to the application support team. Application support team will try to investigate the error from all the teams which was interlinked with that error. Let's say, for example, they will connect to the developers, they will connect to the test teams, they will connect to the admin teams, they will connect to the networking teams, they will connect to the database teams. Okay, like that, every individual teams they will connect, and they will try to investigate the error for that problem, so that in this operations, definitely it will take 2 to 3 days to investigate that error. So for that, so instead of doing this activity, simply you can collect all the servers data, like application servers data, and developers data, admin data, and also deployment data, and also other administrator data, like a database administrator data, application admin data, application developer data, system admins data. All you can collect into Splunk. Simply you can query, you can write your query, and you can search your data, and you can investigate with the username and the time, so that you can report the error to the concerned team. Easy to do. So instead of going with 3 hours, 4 hours, so 3 days, 4 days, you can just get answers within the hours. We can get answers within the hours itself. So that it is not only for the Flipkart, it is not only for the some other requirements. So you can use the same thing for n number of environments. Simply it is used for continuous monitoring and continuous investigation, so that anywhere you can use a Splunk. Then when the Splunk was started, see, as I said, like, Splunk can collects the data. Splunk can collects the data, that means index the data, and you can search the data and investigate the data, and you can add knowledge objects to your data, and also you can create monitorings and alerts to your data, and also you can create reports, analyze your data for the feature operations. Splunk can do application management, operational management, security and compliance, and other things also. It aggregates the data, analyze the data, and get answers for your mission generated data. Now, Splunk can collects the logs. As I said, like, it is the one of the best in collecting the logs, and also I said that it will manage the logs also. As I said, for example, ABC data into ABC index, XYZ data into XYZ index, web server data into web index, trace server data into test index. Like that, you can manage your logs. Simply, Splunk can call it as a infrastructure monitoring. It can monitor your infrastructure, and also it will can monitor the application performance in your environment. Simply, Splunk can support for the big data, and also for security information and event management.
This conference will now be recorded.
Next, in the Splunk at the time of 2003, it started. Na? So actually, they started by three people, sir. Actually, these are three friends, sir. Three friends. They are working for one company with different technologies, sir. They're working for one company with different technologies. Every day afternoon, they used to meet at lunch, sir. Okay, this is a small story how the Splunk was coming to the picture. So at afternoon, they used to meet at lunch, but unfortunately, one day Michael was late to the lunch. Michael was late to the lunch. So that time, after coming to the Michael, they had some discussion. Why, Michael, you are late to lunch? Okay, he said that I have some bug in my code, so that to troubleshoot that the bug, to find out that the bug, I got this time of time, so that's why I'm late to the lunch. So immediately some people react to that answer that, did you check these files, did you check this, did you go on this, did you go on to these activities, like that he asked me. Like that they will discuss about that topic for next 130 to 40 minutes time. Next 30 to 40 minutes time. At last, the 40th minute, they decide that they observed that. So we are working for the different technologies, but a problem come into the picture. So we are talking as usually at one point level. So all are talking at one point level. So why we need to use these many environments and these many processes and these many applications to find out and troubleshoot the requirements? So why not it is a single server or single application, so that they will start as application, call it as a Splunk. So Splunk is the one of the single source, single thing which will give answers to any of the requirements. Okay, so that is like that they will start a company, the Splunk word coming from Splunking, it is a French word, I think so. French or Germany word, splunking. It came from that splunking only. Okay, so now that's company we started with Splunk in 2003 with the different products. With the different products, the products in the Splunk are Splunk Lite, Splunk Cloud, Splunk Enterprise, Hunk, and Premier applications. So Splunk Lite means it is a lighter version, sir, very basic version. Individuals and small companies can be used this Splunk Lite. Splunk Cloud means features, sir. So that means no infrastructure is required. Splunk company will provide you all infrastructure like a computer, CPU, RAM, and software also. You need to pay, just you need to access that servers with internet and pay the money after the usage. So whereas Splunk Enterprise is nothing but, so on premises, sir, you can install your Splunk software within your own hardware, and you need to do maintenance and everything. Okay, Hunk is the failure product, sir. Actually, for the big data operations, they will use to develop the Hunk product, but they are not using, sir. Why? Because Anku is a failure product. Why? Because all the big data operations will be applied on Splunk Enterprise itself. Okay, there is a paid application, sir. Based on the requirement, you can download the paid applications from the Splunk base. So that is Splunk ES means enterprise security for the SOC and list, ITSI infrastructure monitoring, UBA user behavior activities, and PCI is the for the PCI exchange process, whereas MS exchange add-on is there, VMware add-on is there. Like that, multiple paid applications and free applications also available in the splunkbase.com, which was like a play store in the Splunk, which was like a play store in the Splunk. Now come to the Splunk deployment. As I said, like Splunk Enterprise, you need to install, you need to take care, you need to bother about everything. Splunk Cloud, no need to bother anything. We just connect to the Splunk.com people. You just take the computer, CPU, RAM, storage, everything from the Splunk.com, like software also, and you'll just via internet you can access that resources and pay the money to the Splunk.com people. So Splunk Lite means it's a basic version. So individual and personal usage can be used by the basic version with Splunk Lite. But most of the companies are using Splunk Enterprise and Splunk Cloud only. But most of the out of 100%, 60% is Splunk Enterprise and 40% is Splunk Cloud, sir. That means still companies are using Splunk Enterprise mostly. Understand?
Yes, sir.
But anyways, I will teach you both, sir. Don't worry about it. Next, what are Splunk apps? As I said, like designed to address wide variety of use cases and to extend the power of Splunk. So what is the use of Splunk apps? It is designed to address the wide variety of use cases and extend to the power of Splunk. Collection of files, contain data inputs, and UI elements also allow multiple workspaces for different use cases, and users can coexist and Splunk instance itself. And you can create multiple dashboards and reports from that core space. And you can get 1,000 plus ready-made applications available in the splunkbase.com, or admins can build their own also. Admin can build their own applications also. Okay, so for example, search and report application, it is a default application. You can search the data and you can report the data by using a search and report application. Now coming to the Splunk ITSI, Service Intelligence ITSI, next generation monitoring and analytical solution for IT operations, uses mission learning and event analyticals to simplify operations and prioritize problem solutions. Simply, it will be work for IT operations monitoring, sir. Like infra monitoring, IT operations monitoring will be used with ITSI. Splunk Enterprise Security. Enterprise Security is for SIEM, sir, Comprehensive Security Information and Event Management. Quickly detect and response to internal and external attacks. Splunk User Behavior. User behavior is nothing but find known, unknown, and hidden threats by analyzing user behavior and flagging unusual activities. Unusual activities. So you can have apps and add-ons also in the splunkbase.com. That should be a DB connector database. Like apart from this, there is a multiple like that. So DB connector, you connect the database. If you want to connect the database, you will use a DB connector. If you want to get the data from syslog servers, you will use a S4CS. If you want to get the data from AWS cloud, AWS add-on. If you want to work on AWS visualizations, AWS app, ServiceNow add-on. You want to get the data from ServiceNow add-on. You want to get the data from Azure add-on. You want to get the data from Windows servers, Windows add-on. You want to get the data from Linux add-on. Like 1,000 plus ready-made applications are available in splunkbase.com, and you can also create one. Understand, sir? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now simply when and where you already completed. Where means anywhere. When means 2003. Now how? Actual class will be started now. How? How means with the help of Splunk components. With the help of Splunk components. Components. Totally, these are the components of Splunk, sir. One is indexer, searched, forwarders, indexer, searched, forwarders. Forwarders are again two types: universal forwarder and AV forwarder. Deployment server, cluster master, license manager, and deployer. These are very, very important components. All Splunk admin will be involved with these components only, sir. Okay, that means all the Splunk platform will be involved with these components only. That should be indexer, searcher, forwarders, deployment server, cluster master, license manager, and deployer. Understand, sir? Now, I will try to explain one by one, sir. Please see. First, I will try to explain the three components: indexer, searcher, and forwarders. Forwarders. Understand, sir? These three components I am explaining first. See, let's say, for example, there is a ABC server. There is a ABC server. This is ABC server. ABC server. So I want to monitor this ABC server data. So that means my data is here in this server. So for that, I have a access to this server. I have a access to this server. I have a access to this server. So for that, I install the Splunk software. I install the Splunk software in this server. And after that, here itself, I am collecting the data. So from this server, I am collecting the data with the help of inputs. And after that, after collecting the data to the Splunk will stores the data. Splunk will stores the data. Splunk will storage. Splunk itself acts as a storage. It will stores the data, collected data. And after that, here itself in the Splunk, you can search your data, visualize, report your data, create reports your data, reports, alerts, and dashboards for better visualization. For better dashboards for better visualization. Understand, sir? There is a ABC server. On the ABC server, this greater than symbol is a Splunk, sir. Okay, so the Splunk server I installed. On the Splunk itself, I will collecting the data. With that Splunk itself, I am storing the data. And with that Splunk itself, I am searching, creating reports, alerts, dashboards, and visualization. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next. Next. There is a ABC server. There is a ABC server. So actually, what is happening is, this is my ABC server, which was in some other place. For example, it is in USA, but I am in Hyderabad. What is my requirement is, I want to monitor this server. So for that, I am installing the Splunk software here. This is input. Okay, this Splunk will input the data. Inputs, with the help of inputs, it will collect the data. It will collects the data. It will collect the data. With the help of inputs, it will collect the data. And there itself, we will write a outputs. These outputs will send the data to other Splunk server. Instance means server, sir. Server, other Splunk server. Okay, the other Splunk server will be this one, sir. And here this input will receive the data. Whatever the output you are sending, that input will be received by this server. And here itself, there is a storage, that is indexes. Storage, it will be store your data, and this will be search your data. You got my point, sir? This is my client server. That is, this is my client server. So this is my client server. So this client server is sitting on USA. Okay, the name is ABC server. So I want to monitor this server. So for that, I install the Splunk software, and I will write inputs and outputs in the Splunk software. Input will collect the data, and output will forward the data to my Splunk server. My Splunk server will receive the data and store the data, and my Splunk server will search the data. Understand, sir? Search the data, report the data, alert the data, and create dashboards for better visualization. Understand or not?
So, sir, Hyderabad is the main server, sir.
Hyderabad is the main storage server. Main
Okay.
storage.
And the client server is in USA.
USA is my client server that I need to monitor.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Actually, this is in front of me only. That's why there itself I am installing, there itself I am collecting, there itself I am storing, there itself I am searching.
Yes,
You
sir.
got my point. But my client server is in some other place. Okay.
Yes,
So for that, I install the Splunk software there. With that Splunk, we are collecting the data and we are sending the data. That's why we are calling as a Splunk agent. Agent. Understand?
so agent means what, sir?
Agent means like for example, agent means our server only, which will be work for us, which will work for the main system,
Okay, sir.
which will be work for main system.
Yes, sir.
For example, Rai agent is sitting on USA and he is sending the information to the Indian authorities. Na?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Same. He is sitting on the other systems and whatever the information will be
Talking
sending
for,
to the authority system.
yes, sir. Sir, do we
Okay.
have the remote control to the client server, sir?
We don't have, but we have a remote control for our agent.
Okay, sir.
Our agent.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Anybody, please ask me. Do you have any questions? You can ask me. Don't sit calm. You got my point? Now see, this is my client server. I install the Splunk to collect the data and send the data. This is my Splunk server. Again, it is for only for storage. It is for only for storage. I'm just using this as a storage. And this is for only for searching. For searching, we are maintaining separate server, sir. So we are connecting this server and this server, and we are maintaining in the separate server. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Actually, this is in our place. This is the client server. This is our place. So according to my requirement, so everything in the one server means it's not possible. Why? Because lot of people are searching from the same server means there is a chance of performance issues. That's why for exclusively I'm maintaining one server for storage, for exclusively for searching for another storage, another server. Understand, sir?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Now, what are the three components? Three components are these three components. So here, if you observe, this is only indexer. See, first forwarders. This is only indexer. This is only searcher. This is only forwarder, and this is only indexer, and this is only searcher. And now here, this is a forwarder. Okay, forwarder, and this is a indexer. Storing the data is a indexer, and this is only a searcher. Understand, sir? Now this is forwarder, this is my indexer, and this is my searcher. Understand? So collecting the data and sending the data which was installed on the client missions is a forwarder. Okay, receiving the data and storing the data, it is a indexer. Searching the data from the indexer storages, that is a searched. Understand, sir? Just see for 2
Clear.
minutes. Just see for 2 minutes. Your wish, sir. Basically your wish. Based on the requirement, you can use first one, okay, or second one, or third one, based on your company requirements. So if your data is in your server itself, sir, you no need to go with other all components. Oh, that server only forwarder, that server only indexer, that server only such it. But your data is in some other place, you need to install on that place Splunk. That Splunk is a forwarder, and you need to store your data and search the data. One server is needed, but your server is storing and searching means it is facing some difficulty. Okay, why? Because performance issues are coming. So that storage purpose separate server, searching purpose separate server. Understand? See for 2 minutes, I am getting call. Now you understand, sir? Any question up to now?
Sir, in your example, the first one is an example for a cloud and Splunk enterprise, right, sir?
All are Splunk enterprise only, sir. All are Splunk
Uh,
physical server. Boxes considered as a one physical server, sir.
so
Okay.
you said USA
So you
in
can say, for example, you can say first example is standalone.
okay,
Standalone means, for example, this is my server. This is my server. Okay. So here see, this is my Splunk. I install Splunk in this server itself. Okay, I am opening Splunk. Okay.
okay, sir.
See, this is my Splunk. So here itself, I am collecting the data. See, add the data. See, I'm just collecting the data from this server. Okay. For example, prices.cs. I'm collecting. Okay. And after that, I am doing some customizations for this, but later we'll talk about these customizations. Okay. Prices.csv. Such app. I will talk later about these customizations. Click on next. See, I'm creating one index and I'm storing the data. Prices index. Just stay with storage actually. Index. See, here itself I am collecting, here itself I am storing. And here itself I am searching also. See, the data is searching from here itself. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So this we call it as a first one.
Okay,
Okay. For example, this is my one server. So for example, in your laptop, you have a laptop now. So
yes,
you
sir.
have a laptop. In your laptop, there is a Splunk. You collect
Okay,
your data and you are sending to my laptop.
okay,
And I am writing a search query here. I am storing in my laptop. Okay. And I am writing a search query here. You
yes,
got
sir.
my point. Whatever the prices.csv is sending from your server. That
Okay,
is
sir.
second one. That is second one. Why? Because you are not in front of me now.
Yes, sir.
You are in some other place. So your server is monitoring by me. Okay. Do you got my point?
Yes, sir.
But unfortunately, what is happening? You are sending the data and I am storing and I am searching. But
Yes,
on the search point of view, 100 people are involved. That means all 100 people are searching on my laptop. What will
okay.
happen? One hand the data is storing. One hand 100 people are searching. What will happen to this server?
Performance issue.
Servers. That's why what I am doing, beside my laptop, I am keeping one more laptop.
Okay, sir.
Okay, one more, another laptop, sir. Another computer. Okay, and your server is sending to the my server. Okay, my server is storing. Okay, and in another server is searching from the my server.
Yes, sir.
You got my point.
Yes, sir.
All boxes are separate servers. This is your server, this is my server, and this is the alternate server for my searching.
Yes, sir. Got it.
In entire my classes and my lectures, every box considered as a one server.
Okay, sir.
Physical server. It is not at all cloud. Okay.
Okay, sir.
First, we are talking on physical servers only, on premises only, enterprise only.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Anybody having any questions, please ask me. Sir, if you don't ask your questions, you will be the loser, sir. I'm telling you. If you don't ask your questions, you will be the losers. Next. All three components completed now. But coming to the forwarders, coming to the forwarders, they are, they are, there are, there are, there
Two
are
types.
two types. Two types. One is universal forwarders.
Heavy
Okay.
forwarders.
and heavy forwarders. Forwarders. Heavy forwarders. Universal forwarder and heavy forwarder. Now, when we will use a universal forwarder, when we will use a heavy forwarder, when we will use a universal forwarder, when we will use a heavy forwarder, that we need very important interview questions, sir. Very important interview questions, sir. Okay. Now, if you observe, sir, what is the difference between universal forwarder and heavy forwarder? Sir, 100 times this is most important question, sir. Most important question, sir. Okay. When you will use a universal forwarder, when we will use a heavy forwarder. That means that, what is your name? Who is talking with me? Hello.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your name? What's your name?
Jashwant,
Who is Jashwant? Jashwant, where you are from?
Hyderabad, sir.
Hyderabad. So, for example, so you are from Hyderabad. You are in some other place. Okay. In your laptop, when I need to use a universal forwarder, when I need to use a heavy forwarder. This is my question. You got my point, sir?
Yes, sir.
You are my client now. I need to monitor your server. So for that, based on your requirement, I can use universal forwarder and I can use heavy forwarder based on your requirement. Okay. In that, what is the requirement? First, you need to understand, sir, universal forwarder. Universal forwarder is a separate software installation. Universal forwarder is a separate software installation called universal forwarder software package. There is a separate software installation, sir. Okay. And
Yes,
this software is having a no GUI. It don't have any graphical user interface. Front end, there is no front end, there is no graphical user interface. And also, it is a lighter component, most popular agent, most popular agent, which will fit to almost all operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, Freebase, AX. Maximum software size up to 100 MB, sir. You got my point, sir?
yes, sir.
Up to 3 points is enough. 3 points is clear or not? Please respond.
Clear, sir.
Heavy forward. Splunk Enterprise software installation, sir. Splunk Enterprise software installation only. Like indexer, search at what software you are using. Indexer, search at what software you are using. Same software we are using, sir. Splunk Enterprise software, that is a Splunk Enterprise software installation called heavy forwarder. GUI front end is available, sir. This GUI, this is GUI. Actually, this is the software of heavy forwarder. Why? Because this is only indexer software, this is only searcher software, this is only heavy forwarder software. It has a UI front end. It has a UI front end, sir. GUI is available. Heavy component, rarely used agent. And one more important thing, it will fits to popular operating systems like Windows, Mac, and Linux only. Windows, Mac, and Linux only. Maximum size up to 500 MB size, sir. Let's say, please tell me, Jashwan, for example,
Yes,
you are using a you are using a free base software, free base operating system, AX operating system. Okay, AX operating system. Then which software we can use? Even though
Sir,
there is a utility, even though there is a utility, even though you have a need of AV forwarder also, you can't use AV forwarder in your server. Why? Because your operating system is AX. Your operating system is free based. Free based
yeah,
and AX will be supported with only
universal
universal
forward.
forwarders. Understand?
Yes, sir.
In real time also, for example, if you have 500 forwarders are there, maximum 450 480 forwarders are universal forwarders. Universal
Okay.
forwarders only. Very few are heavy forwarders. Very certain conditions only we will use a heavy forwarder. What is that certain conditions? Wait, I will explain you.
Sir,
The first three
the
points. Yes, please.
universal format is the command line interface, sir, or else other.
Completely command line interface. Completely command line interface.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
First 3 points, understand?
Yes, sir.
And the fourth point, please remember, sir, fourth point. So three, I'm just using this as a fourth point, 3A point. Both to softwares are both to so universal forwarder will collects any type of data, sir. Any type of data. Universal forwarder collects any type of data. Understand?
And multimedia types, sir, like
Any type
videos.
of data.
Okay, sir.
Any type of data. If you want to give a files, also you can give the files.
Okay.
That also can understand that. That can be also analyzed.
Okay, sir.
Actually, log files, text files, whatever the files we are talking about previously, log files, text files, CSS files, XML, even scripts, messages, tickets, all will be supported. Okay, even
Yes, sir.
HF also will support same. HF also will support same. That means both the servers can collect any type of data. Understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Please remember this word, sir. Again, don't confuse with that. Okay, both the servers will collect any type of data. Next, parsing. Parsing means converting unstructured data into structured format. Converting unstructured data into structured format. Parsing means customization. Parsing means filtering. Parsing means segregation. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
This parsing is available on only structured data on universal forwarder. That means any type of data will be collected, sir. But on the collected data, if you have a structured data, then only you can parse your data. Otherwise, just collect and send it. Understand? Don't misunderstand these words, sir. Parsing is available on only structured data. That means that universal forwarder only collects structured data. No, universal forwarder supports structured, unstructured, and semi-structured, any type of data. But only if you want to do parsing, customization, segregation, filtering, okay, conversions, these all will be done with only structured data only. But if it is a heavy forwarder, you can parse the data at any type of data. Both will collect any type of data, sir. But parsing only possible on structured data with universal forwarder, whereas parsing is available on any type of data on universal heavy forwarder. Understand? Fourth
So
point,
both
understand, sir?
so both the forwarders will collect all type of data, but
Yes.
universal only it will perform the operations on only structured data only.
Yes. Otherwise, it will collect and send it.
Yes, sir. Heavy forwarder will perform the operations. Is it structured or else unstructured?
Semi-structured, all type of data.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Next, routing we are talking later. Wait, just minute. Wait, routing. We'll talk later. Indexing means storing. Indexing means storage.
Store.
Storage. Indexing means storing. Storage is not available. Masking means, for example, there is a credit card, last four digits into mark. Na? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes into sometimes if you are giving a password, it will be in star 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 na? That is called masking, hiding the sensitive information. So masking, indexing and routing is also not possible in universal forwarder. What is routing? I will explain. Wait. Routing, indexing, masking is not possible in universal forwarder. That means you can locally index, not possible. If you want to mask your data, not possible. If you want to route the data, not possible on universal forwarder. Whereas routing, indexing, and masking is possible on heavy
Heavy
forwarder.
forward.
Heavy forwarder. Okay, I will explain, sir. What is routing? I will explain. Wait. Next, it won't support to get the data from syslog servers. Universal forwarder won't support to get the data from syslog servers. What is syslog servers? In real time, there is a centralized server which will collect all the logs from networking devices, security devices and networking devices. That is considered as a syslog server. Okay, you no need to connect to all router switches and everything. All your router switches, networking devices will be connected to syslog server. From there you will get the data to Splunk. You got my point? So that if you want to get the data from syslog server, universal forwarder won't support. Okay, so and no license is required. Free license, free software is available. Free software is available in splunk.com. Now routing, indexing and masking is possible, best suitable for collecting data from syslog server, and linux license is required. License is required. Now tell me, Yashwant server as a syslog server, then which forwarder you will use? Heavy forwarder. Online people understand? S1 server needs to be route the
Yes, sir.
data, heavy forward. S1 server needs to index the data and mask the data, heavy forward. Understand? Now
Yes, sir.
routing. What is routing? Routing is nothing but splitting. Splitting. Let's say for example, see this is my server forwarder I installed. If it is universal forwarder, heavy forwarder, I have a one dot log. This one dot log consists of three types of data. One is access data, error data, and sales data. What is my requirement is, this is S1 server data. In the S1 server data, one dot log is there. On that one dot log, three types of data are there. What is my requirement is, I want to collect the one dot log and I will send to the indexer. Then which forwarder you can use? S1 data consists of one dot log. That one dot log consists of three types of data. Yeah, how many types? Whatever it may be, three types of data. I want to collect one dot log and I will send to the indexer. Which forwarder you will use?
Universal
Heavy.
forward.
Heavy
Both you can use.
forwarder.
Both you can use.
No, but universal
Both you
forwarder
can.
can't do indexing.
But I'm not indexing in the forwarder, na. I'm
Hmm.
collecting and sending only, na.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
I'm collecting and sending only, na. Indexer is indexing. See, I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
collect
Understood.
one dot log and I want to send it. So that universal forwarder you can use, heavy forwarder you can use. But best suitable in the scenario is universal forwarder. Why? Because heavy forwarder is a licensed. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, there is a one dot log that is structured, not one dot log, not. There is a structured data. I want to do some customization and I want to after that customization, I want to send to the indexer. You got my point? So that universal forward is enough. Why? Because structured data you can be parsable now. For example, there is
Yes,
a one dot log. I want to do customizations, and after that I need to send to the indexer. Then heavy forward. See, parsing, indexing, and routing and masking is possible. Understand? For example, there is a one dot log. There is no customizations. If you want to do customizations also, it is not necessary to do by forwarder. So that I want to send it and I want to collect it and I want to send it. So that one dot log will be collected with universal forwarder and sent by universal forwarder. Indexer will receive the data. Indexer will do parsing activities. No problem. Indexing will do parsing activities, masking activities, and indexing activities. Let's say if some scenarios are there, whereas Jashwant is sending the data, Jashwant is not happy with his server. That means he is not allow do activities, personal activities in his server. So for that, I asked the Jashwan, please send the log file to me. Everything parsing activities, indexing activities, masking activities will be done with my server itself. Okay, on that time, universal folder is enough. Collecting and sending universal folder is enough, sir. If any customizations are there, AV forwarder. That too, structured means universal folder is supported enough. If it is unstructured only, we'll go to AV forwarder. Understand? Now coming to the routing. If you understand this concept, I will explain the routing. If you understand these points, I will go through the routing.
Yes, sir.
This is routing. See, for example, what is my requirement is, there is a Jashwan server. In Jashwan server, one.log is there. Okay. On the one.log, access data is there, error data is there, sales data is there. What is my requirement is, I want to divide the all three types of data, and I want to make separation. Separation and divide means customization only, na? And after that, access data needs to be sent to indexer 1. Error data needs to send to indexer 2. Sales data to indexer 3. That means splitting. Data is splitting based on the requirement. You got my point? This is
Yes,
called
sir.
routing. This is also possible with AV
Heavy.
forwarder only. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So if you observe, sir, this is the software. In the Splunk.com, you will get a software with, see, 9.2.1 right now, latest version. So you can get Windows, Linux, Mac, FreeBased, Solaris, AX, all will be supported with Universal Forwarder, sir. Universal Forwarder providable, reliable, secure data collection from the remote sources and forward the data into Splunk software for indexing and consolidation. They can scale to tens of thousands of remote servers collecting terabytes of data. Okay, Splunk Enterprise index 500 MB per day as a free trial. 60 days free trial is available. Sign up and download now. After 60 days, you can convert to perpetual free license or purchase a Splunk Enterprise license to continue using a expanded functionality designed for the enterprise scale deployment. Windows, Linux, and Mac only supported. Understand? See, it is a 500 MB size, and this is around 180 MB size. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. You are talking about license and non-licensed version, right? Like universal forwarder and heavy forwarder. So we can use universal forwarder without license means what? We cannot pay any
Actually,
money.
no need, no need. Free software, that is
Okay.
free software. Actually, more all components will be used by Splunk Enterprise software only. This software only. All softwares, except in collecting the data and sending the data, we are using this one. And that too, some limitations are there. So within that limitation, you can use this free software. Otherwise, you can use this software only and use it to collect the data and send the data.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
in universal forwarder, sixth point ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పరా సార్ అది?
It won't support to actually in real time. What will happen is, if you have a router switches, okay, these are the routers, switches, okay, IoT devices, sensors, okay, networking devices like IPS, IDS devices. All these will be no need to connect directly. They will divert these logs to this server's data to some other centralized system, some other
Okay.
centralized system. That is a syslog server. Syslog server,
So,
centralized system for networking devices. Okay. If
Yes,
you
sir.
want to get the data from this server, universal forwarder not supported, HF only.
Okay. So the log file means in the third example, sir.
Yes.
Show me, sir. I'll tell you. For example, here we have the one log file, sir. So it is a system log server or as any other logs, sir.
Any logs,
Okay.
any
We
log.
cannot get the
Huh?
data from the system log.
What this one now you are talking?
Yes, sir. Syslog servers data na.
Syslog server is nothing but separate server. See, syslog server. Syslog server is a centralized system that collects, stores, and process log messages from various network devices, servers, and applications, enabling administrator to monitor and manage system activities from the single location.
ఎస్ సార్. అంటే సిస్టమ్ లాక్ సర్వర్ అంటే అర్థమైంది. కానీ ఇప్పుడు యూనివర్సల్ ఫార్వర్డర్ దీనికి సపోర్ట్ చేయదు.
Only this server. See, this is the server, sir. Actually, syslog server is this server. To connect to
ఓకే.
this server only, universal forwarder won't support. To collect to system logs, direct logs, you can connect.
ఓకే సార్. దట్స్ మై క్వశ్చన్. గాట్ ఇట్
You
సార్.
can connect to directly to system any server. You can connect, sir. Only
ఓకే.
this server. Only this server. Understand?
ఓకే. We cannot collect the direct data from the system log servers by using the universal forwarder, but
You
any
can
type of data.
directly connect to the data from any server, sir. Any server. Any server with universal forwarder. But
ఓకే సార్.
syslog server is a special server that is not like other servers.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I'm
Yes.
not understand the Telugu actually. Um, so
No
if
problem.
anyone
I
can
am
ask,
telling in English only, na.
yeah, but anyone can ask in a question in Telugu, then once repeat the question as well.
Actually,
So
what he
understand.
said, what he asked is, so
Hmm.
sir, syslog means universal forwarder will only support to not support to syslog server, or it will won't support to other servers also. No, sir. It will support to all type of servers and to collect the logs. Only syslog is a special server. It is not supported by universal forwarder to collect, and that's it.
Okay, sir.
That's why the highlight word, the word is highlighted here. See, will collect any type of data from any server. Anali. You need to tell like that. Any server, any data term, any type of data from any server, except syslog. Understand?
ఎస్ సార్.
Anybody having any questions? I'm saving this diagram. So
సార్ వాట్ అబౌట్ ది నోట్స్ అండ్ వీడియోస్ సార్?
yes, once you need to talk with your management team.
Yes, sir.
Once
I
you
have talked, sir. They said that they have the group already formed, but you are not self is present in that, sir, WhatsApp group
Yes,
itself,
yes.
sir.
Once I will just call them. Okay, today I will finalize it and I will ask them to add me also. Once I will
Yeah.
add it immediately, it is good for me, sir. Actually, why? Because immediately I will just take this one and I will copy in the your WhatsApp itself.
Okay, sir. And the videos will be in the drive link, yes, sir.
Drive link itself.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank
We'll
you,
meet
sir.
on tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.